Hi guys, today I'm gonna teach you how to do the Flames of Fury. That's just a fancy name for getting a flame type of red light when you hit the brake. Okay, for that first you'll need to remove the tail assembly, tail light from the bike. For that you'll need a 1210 spanner which is provided in the toolkit and a star screwdriver. What you do is you start off by undoing these 4 bolts which are 12 size, and then these two 10 size bolts and a star screw at each side. Okay, let's undo them now. As you can see, I have removed the 4 12 size bolts and removed the bullhorn. I forgot to mention you have to undo this bolt here also. Okay, let's undo that. Okay, I have removed all the nuts and bolts which are supposed to be removed. What you do is you lift this side and make sure you disconnect the brake light wire. So this is the brake light wire. You just disconnect the brake light wire and we are free to go. Okay, I had to disconnect this as well because that's the wire which goes to the Blue Heart mod which I have. So you don't have to worry about that, you have to disconnect only this. And there's a hook inside, so just make sure the wire passes through that. As you can see, our tail is free from the bike. Okay, as you can see, I got the tail out from the bike. Now for removing the tail light from the tail, we have to undo 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. We have to undo 4 bolts and it will easily slide out. Oh sorry, I forgot. We have to undo these 4 bolts, then undo the screws there, 1 and 2. So it's 4 bolts and 1 screw. 2 screws. Yeah, I was right first itself. It's only the 4 bolts that you have to remove, not the 2 screws. You don't need to remove them. Just undo the 4 bolts and pull the tail out. As you can see, I already got the mod done. Then why am I doing it again? Because the first time I stickered it, as you can see. And the stickering is like, first you put a layer of black and on top of that white, then you cut the flames out. But what happens is the sticker does not last. No matter how well the stickering person puts it, the stickers just don't last. You can see here, during pressure wash they just cut and decay. So what I thought of is, before it completely becomes useless, I'll use the flames which already my stickering I had done as a reference for the masking part. So for the masking part, you will need a white sellotape. You can get masking tape also, but they are pretty costly, so you can get the normal tape. What you do is, you take the tape out. If you have any cotton pant, stick the tape on your pant and remove, and stick it again and remove, so that the gum becomes weak. If the gum is too strong, then when you are removing it, it will leave marks. So what we are gonna do is, we are gonna cover the entire portion with the sellotape. After covering, I am gonna use my old stickering as a reference and make cut. You can do your own flame job if you are good at it, or you can take it to some freehand stickering guy and get the flame cut out. Okay, now let me cover it up first. Okay, as you can see, I have completely covered it with sellotape. Make sure every inch is covered with the sellotape before you start the cutting work, because even if you have the slightest gap, the paint is gonna go there and your whole job will be screwed just because of you missed 1 mm. And when you're doing a paint job like this, the devil is always in the preparation work and in minor details. So fully cover each and every area, then we'll do the cutting part. So when you're cutting it out, just follow the lines and like so. And when you're removing the sellotape for paint, you have to remove the part which you want the paint to be there. Many people remove the down part thinking they're gonna paint the flame. You're not gonna paint the flame, you're gonna paint what's above the flame. Got it? Because if you paint the flame, when you catch the brake, the light is gonna come up, meaning like the flame will be dark and the background will be red. We don't want that. If you want that, you can do that, but it will be somewhat dumb. So what you do is, you keep the flame as the sellotape and remove the upper part so that the paint is in the upper part and not below. Okay, you cut out this portion should be taped when you are painting, so is the bottom half. Only the middle portion you are gonna remove after you do the cutting work. Okay, I'll just finish the cutting work and continue. As you guys can see, I have cut the flames out. I hope you can see when I do a close-up there. So the tape is in the shape of the flame. Okay, I have covered the red portion because that you don't wanna get painted. So we have completely done the cutting out section. Now let's go for the painting process. So while doing the painting, and yeah, we'll be using an aerosol spray can. Before you do the actual work, spray a little here and there so that the can will get used to it. Then paint in even strokes and keep at least so much distance away from whatever you're painting. Okay, points to be remembered are: have an even stroke, keep it at a distance, and don't stay in one place for a long time. After completely covering it evenly with the spray paint, let it dry in the sun for some time. Let it dry completely before you do anything with it. And one more piece of advice. The spray paint is little fast drying, so when you finish painting one side and you're painting the other side, this side would have got dry little, so it might look dull. So don't think you have missed a spot and keeping on spraying again and again and again, then you'll screw up very badly. If you get more than 2-3 layers, it starts to chip off and stuff. So we'll leave the paint to dry. We'll come back later for it. And this is what you end up with after you remove the sellotapes. You can see a nice, neat and cool flame job. And a piece of advice: no matter how well you do, you will get mistakes like this, as you can see here. Small minor mistakes will happen. So it doesn't mean that you again try spraying there and all that stuff. You try doing that, you'll screw up the whole thing. You have some minor mistakes, leave it, because when you see from a long shot like this, those minor mistakes are not gonna be seen. So instead of screwing up the whole thing, just ignore the minor mistakes. Even here you can see those are slight minor mistakes which are tolerable. That doesn't mean you have to go redo the whole thing again and again. From a long shot, how it looks, that is what is necessary. Okay, if you like the video, please like it and subscribe for my videos. I will be making more such videos in the future. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.